What's going on, boo? Oh, this is Mr. Dilly. What's going on, Bob fans? My Bob family. Um, we're here at the beautiful University of Michigan campus, and I'm right in the parking lot of the Chrysler Arena and the Big House, the infamous, famous Michigan Wolverines Big House, which seats a little over 105,000 people, and it stays full every game. Um, I know it's been a while since I've been on. I had stuff to do. Life just takes its toll on people. But I am here. And there's a couple things we probably need to catch up on. And what's going on with the Supreme Court? They've been making some big time landmark decisions, and I think I'm gonna touch on at least one today or two. And first one I'd like to touch on is the Roe versus Wade, the overturning of this long-held federally mandated murder of children. I'm just gonna call it like it is. It's what it is. And yeah, that's just what it is. Finally, the federal government is not going to recognize abortions and will not help pay for them. I keep getting emails and letters, not letters but emails from women, a lot of women who read my views on the position of Roe versus Wade, and they always tell me the government doesn't pay for abortions. I'm like, dear, I do have to be respectful to these women. But I said, dear, yes they do. Planned Parenthood is a government funded enterprise. It's funded by the federal government. But they don't actually do abortions. They don't actually pay for them. Yes they do, dear. I said the doctors aren't free. The equipment's not free. The facilities in which they perform these abortions are not free. So yes, they're paid for. Planned Parenthood is paid for by the federal government, which is paid by our tax dollars, which means we all as citizens pay for abortions. Now with this new decision, this will no longer be an issue. And I keep telling these women, abortions are not outlawed. If you live in a mostly democratic state, drive your behind to that state and get an abortion if you need be. And yes, it should be made harder for you to take a life. Taxpayers should not be responsible or put on the hook to pay for somebody's irresponsibility or their decisions. But Mr. Dilly, what do you do about the people that are raped or incest? I will go off a popular thing. Just so happened we at the University of Michigan, and Jim Harbaugh had a pretty great comment for anti-abortioners. He went on to say that I believe in having the courage to let the unborn be born. That means if a woman was raped, it's not the child's fault. Incest, it's not the child's fault. The only time that the child's life should be even brought into question is if the woman's life is in question. And that will always be a woman's choice. Do I want to live to save my child? Or do I want to die to save my child? Or do I want to live and let my child die? That's a hard thing, but in that case, that should be a woman's choice because her life is in danger. And incest and rapes are such a very, very small portion of irresponsible pregnancies. Probably less than 1%, way below 1% of all pregnancies, unwanted pregnancies, are from incest and rapes. So I always say you cannot make a rule or make a law that affects millions of people over the suffering of less than 1% of the population. That's not fair. It's not fair to the unborn. It's not fair to the taxpayers. Yeah, I just wanted to hit on some things. Like why are women so mad? Let me get to riding here. Why are women so upset at this decision? Because they've gotten away with over 30 years of my body, my choice. This attitude of my body, my choice. And there's been millions of children killed for their choices. While this past couple years we've had millions of people die from COVID, maybe 2,000 or 3,000 a month, or a little bit more. It doesn't compare to how many unborn children have been slaughtered and done away with because of irresponsible people. Hopefully this will change our census in the upcoming years. We won't be losing so many people, especially in our black communities, because it's too easy to sit there and kill a child. Doesn't cost that much. Well, hopefully at least our black population will probably rise, along with other minority populations. And once again, I say this decision is not the end all be all. Abortions are still legal in this nation. It's just been pushed down to the states, and I guess according to those individual states, they will decide if they want to fund the abortions for women. I have no problem with that. Well, actually, I still do. I think abortion is wrong, but having the states decide, hey, it is what it is. I can't come before God and cry about somebody else's decision. I only can be responsible for myself. Well, let's get going. Just thought it was nice to start off here at University of Michigan, and it was a little segue to some of the things Jim Harbaugh was saying, and he has been getting lit up because of it. People want to call him the Trump of the Big Ten, or the Trump of college football, which is crazy. I've never heard him say anything that controversial, because you got to look at it. What's right is right and what's wrong is wrong. A woman can say her body, her choice all day. I tell you what, for the past 30 to 40 years, these women have been making the wrong choices. It should never be okay to kill a child. I don't care what your situation is. Because I believe I said in a previous video, they wasn't screaming that my body, my choice when we had these vaccine mandates. I can believe you that. When their job was on the line, they made that choice. They made that choice to take that vaccine. But I'm saying the life of a child is way more important than the vaccine. Wow, look at this beautiful stadium. You best believe we're doing big things this year. And I believe we still can beat Ohio State. A lot of people don't think so, but hey, we can do it. Now, what do I see in the years ahead for abortion rights? I see a lot of states that are blue turning red, and it might be getting outlawed in a lot of states. It'll be those very few Democratics or the history of Democratic totalitarianism, whatever you want to call it, that'll remain a woman's choice. But I see a lot of this nation moving away from abortion. So what can you do? We all have to stand before our maker one day, and what are we going to tell him? I killed my child because I was too young, or I wanted my own career and wasn't ready to have a kid. It cracks me up how these women and men do these grown up things and make these grown up decisions. Don't want to live up to them, but the easy thing is to kill it off. Treat babies like they're animals. We treat more animals with more reverence than we do kids. My guy Michael Vick went to prison for like almost 2 years for killing dogs. Just imagine that. We put people in prison for killing dogs, but it's so easy to kill a human being. It's just that's something I cannot fathom, and I can't see how any woman who is a mother right now, that's had a baby, especially a newborn, can turn around and tell me that abortion is okay. I still remember when my 2 kids were born. Their fresh faces, prune faces, blood in my blood. I could not imagine having them snipped and cut up because I was too scared to be a father, or I wasn't ready, or the woman I'm with wasn't ready because we were too young. I couldn't do that. And I can't imagine. Oh, it's a terrible thing. Well, it's the world we have. This is a changing world, and it's coming more and more conservative. And a lot of people are not liking that. I guess we do have Mr. Trump to thank for that. People definitely hate me saying that. I'm not saying I'm a Trump supporter, but I support a lot of his ideas. His conservative ideas. It's just some of the things he says out of his mouth sometimes makes his opposition look bad. But his actions are a whole lot better than his words. So let me know what you think about this subject. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I know I've been away for a long time, but I appreciate the support in the comments. Hit that bell notification when I put up another video. I really do appreciate the support, and I would like to grow this channel into something I can be proud of, because this is pretty much therapy for me. When you're mad at the world, or you don't like the way the world's going, make a video and talk about it. And sometimes you may meet and talk to people who are like-minded and others who aren't. But it's great just to keep the conversation going, because without conversation there's no change in this world. So like, comment, subscribe, hit that bell notification, and I'll talk to you later. Peace out. It's Mr. Diddley signing out. Thank you.